So I heard that this one was giving you some trouble. So I'm going to jump on it and hopefully this will help. All right. So if we look at the shape, it looks like a triangular prism. All right. And the hard part is that a lot of the parts of this, a lot of the faces are hidden. So what we can see is kind of that there's another identical triangle that matches that top triangle. Have you ever seen a wedge of cheese? Sometimes they look like this. All right, hard to visualize here, but let's see how we do. All right, so what we have is we have 5 faces, and we need to account for all of them. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the bases. I'm going to knock off 2 right away because this top triangle has a matching triangle right on the bottom of this cheese wedge. So what do we have? We have I'm going to call it the top and bottom triangle. Triangles, let's do plural since we have 2 of them. Okay, what we look for is the volume, the area formula here, 1/2 base times height. And we are going to find the base and height of that triangular face, that top. The base and height always meet at a right angle here. Right angle, you see my right angle? So this line and this line meet at those right angles. So that was 6.2 times 8. All right, now we simply have to calculate that. And that gives us 24.8. We have to multiply that by 2 since there's 2 faces that are congruent or identical. That gives us 49.6 square units. So we have taken care of 1, 2 faces. We still need 3 more faces. Each of these 3 faces are rectangles because prisms, aside from the bases, other than the bases, the other faces are always rectangles. All right, they're called lateral faces. So let's just do the easy one first, the one we can see here, this front rectangle. All right, let me do it in a different color so it'll help us view it a little bit easier. Oh, I can't. All right, just joking. Let's go in the, right there, that guy there. All right, we look for the right angles here. Area equals length times width. I should have done this. I should say front, let's call that the front rectangle. All right, what are the dimensions? The length and width, that's going to be 8.6 and 4. Right? So the 2 that meet in a corner at a right angle are my dimensions that I'm looking for. My length and my width. All right, so that comes to 34.4. Now, is there an identical one to that? Let's see. It looks like this back one, the back is matching, so we can times this by 2. So let's call this the front and back. And that's going to give us 68.8. So that took care of 4 of the 5 sides. Now we just have one final side to take care of, and that's this back side right here. What are we going to call that? I'm going to call it the left face, maybe the left rectangle, rectangular face. All right, we got an area equals length times width. We have my, let's see, along here is 6.2. They made a right angle right here. Uh-oh, I don't have a number there, so I look for other lines that are similar. So that's 4. So we got 6.2 times 4. That gets me 24.8. Now, there's only one of those. So in one of those, there's not a match. So now what we have to do is we got to add these 2 up, or add all 3 of these numbers up. And there you go. We have our final answer of 143.4 square centimeters. It took me 5 minutes to do it. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of focus. Good luck. Hopefully that helped.